Hello everyone, my name is Kian Dabra and today I'm going to show you how to install a virtual operating system onto Oracle VM VirtualBox. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to source an ISO creating application. I selected Power ISO. You're going to need to source the image file for the Windows Server or the downloadable file, doesn't matter which one you get. And you're going to need to download Oracle VM VirtualBox. So to get Oracle VM VirtualBox, open up Google, type in Oracle VirtualBox, and now this window will pop up here. You would like to click the link with this link right here. We open up this one, and it'll have all the different platforms here and the bits. So we're using Windows, I'll download the Windows. Wait for this to finish starting. I've already downloaded and installed this, but I'll just show you guys how it is. Alright, after this is finished downloading here, you want to open this and install this to your computer. After that, you continue to the next step. Okay, so what we want to do next is create an ISO file for Windows. You open up your ISO creating software here. So we want to click mount image, okay. At the mount, and we'd like to mount our Windows Server 2016 new ISO. Click OK. And after that is mounted, what we want to do is go here to your computer, open it, we copy all the files inside of this, make sure you copy all of the files, close this out, Control V here, we'll change this to double layer, and now we have all our files into our Power ISO. So what we do next is click Save As, I'll save it to the desktop, and we'll name this Windows Server 2016 new, click save, and like that it will start creating our ISO image. Okay, we will wait for this to finish and then we'll continue to the next step. Okay, now that our ISO image is finished creating, let's move on to the next step. So what we want to do next is open Oracle VM VirtualBox. Okay, when you open it, it'll pop up like this. What we want to do is create a new virtual server. So click new, and then it'll pop up like this. So it has the types, all the different types, and it has the version. So what we want to do is name as Windows Server 2016 test. Okay, we keep this as the version type Windows 2016. You can scroll through this to find a different Windows type. We keep ours as Windows. So click next. This is the RAM size. Let's change ours to, let's see, we have 16 gigs of RAM. Let's change ours to, let's change ours to 4 gigs. It should be okay enough for now. We can always change this later on. For hard disk, we would like to create the hard disk, but this is up to you. I'll create a virtual hard disk now. Change it to virtual hard disk. So it has the dynamically allocated and there's the fixed size. So the fixed size, it'll keep it as the size that you want it as, and dynamically allocated is in the instances of your drive getting full, it would allocate more space to the virtual machine. So I want it to be dynamically allocated. Click next. Keep mine as 15 gigs, 50 gigs for now. Create. Just like that, we have a base set up for Windows Server 2016. What we want to do next is a little settings that you might need to know. So from here, we go to network. You make sure it says enable network adapter. NAT. This is the easiest adapter to use. Then we go up to system. Let's drag our system up here and drag the optical disk as first priority and keep the hard disk as second priority. This makes it easier for you to boot to disk, and if it doesn't find a disk, it'll boot to your hard disk. Keep everything as is for now. And then it has the shared folder. So the shared folders, it makes it easy for you to copy and paste items from your regular Windows to your virtual Windows. If you would like to do this, you just create a new folder, folder path, the folder name, and you put it as auto mount. I, however, don't want to do this, so I'm not going to create it. But if you would like to copy files from your normal Windows to your virtual Windows, you do it here. Click OK, and we have it set up. So now we can continue and install our Windows Server 2016. Okay, to install Windows Server 2016, we right click this and we click Start, Normal Start. We select Startup Disk. This is where we select the image we created earlier. So we click this button here and it has the two different ISO files we created. So I believe we created this new ISO here. And we click Start. Just like that, we have it booting up our image. Okay, cool. We have the language to install here, the time, and the keyboard input method. So you can change the language to whatever you're comfortable with, and the keyboard to do all the time to whatever you're comfortable with. Same with the keyboard. I'm keeping this as default here. Click next. Click install now. Okay. Depending on which image that you downloaded, it'll show you different options here. So what you want to make sure you do is, unless you're very vast in coding, you would always want to select the desktop experience, because the standard edition, you'll only be able to relate to the computer through the command line, but a lot of people don't really know how to do that. So you always want to select the desktop experience because it has the GUI or the GUI in the desktop experience. Click next here. You want to read this at your own time. I've already read it, so I don't need to. Click I accept. We click next. And what we want to do is a fresh installation, not an upgrade. So for the fresh installation, you click custom. You'll see the 50 gigs that we allocated earlier. What you want to do now is create a partition. So partitions are very helpful in instances of your drive failing. You won't lose both your Windows and your data, because we're going to use a partition to install our operating system to the partition, and we're going to have our data installed to the other part of our partition. So what we're going to do next is click new. We're going to create a new partition here. We're going to change this 5 to a 1 and this 1 to a 6, because I think you need approximately 14 gigs to install Windows to your system. So I'll click apply here to ensure that all Windows features work correctly. Windows might create additional partitions for system files. Okay, we're good. And just like that, we have our partition and we have our unallocated space here. And now click the second partition to install our operating system to that. Click next. And now we just wait for Windows to fully install it. I'll wait for it to finish installing and I'll continue the video. Okay, now that Windows is finished installing, this window should pop up. Just wait for this to finish and we move on to the next step. Getting our device ready. Wait for this to finish up. Okay, after you've finished waiting for it to install and restart, this window will pop up here. So what we want to do now is create a password. So the passwords here need different combinations and characters for them to work. So I'll have my password as PLATFORMS at 1. So that's again capital P LATFORMS at 1. Finish. And it'll finalize it right here. So now it's going to tell you press Control Alt Delete to unlock. And then after you finish unlocking it, it's going to pop up like this. And now we have our Windows Server 2016 fully installed. You can see we have the internet connected right here. And then we have the server manager right here. Alright, thank you all for watching and do have a wonderful day.